Hey guys, Captain Toad in his new game, Captain Toad 67, Paper Toad 44. So, I've got something fun for you tonight. I got Shovel Knight, but it's a preview of Shovel Knight. The song is An Exercise by John Frusciante. The album is The Will to Death, which is an album I never listened to until recently. Well, I mean, I listened to a few songs here and there, but it was like, there's too many albums from Frusciante. And he was the guitarist of the Chili Peppers for their best albums, in my opinion. And he's really good, but there's so many albums that he's done that you have to find the best ones. And this and the Empyrean are very good. So, An Exercise is the name of the song. Anyway, let's do a preview of Shovel Knight. I can't stream it until it comes out on the 26th. So, I can show you guys a little bit of it. And that's what I'll do. I'll show you the intro level. I'll explain some of the game mechanics. And I'll take you through the very beginning without spoiling anything. And that way, in a few days when it comes out, you can see if it's something that you might want. I think you're going to want this game. Oh, God. Oh, God. Jesus. It's going to be a little loud for a sec. Sorry. That should be a bit better. Let me just throw this thing in windowed mode real quick. Many resolution choices. And this one's the best right here. Alright. So let's check out this game. I am so fucking pumped for this game. You guys have no idea. I can't wait until I can actually delve into it. I've had a copy, an advanced copy for 4 days, and I've only been able to play a little bit of it because I don't want to spoil it for myself. And I know since I'm streaming it that, you know, I'm gonna play it there. So yes, previews are fine. Previews are fine. Let's name this night preview. There are tons of videos of the first level. So if you haven't seen the first level, you're going to see it here. This is the intro level. There he is, preview. Okay, guys. This is it. I'm not going to show you the story. You're going to have to wait. You're gonna have to wait for the story, I'm sorry. When we get to this game on the 26th, I promise you, we'll go through the story. It's pretty fucking good. For, you know, an 8-bit retro type game. Shovel Knight is the mascot of Shovelware Showcase, except his game is not shovelware. Music is pretty bitchin' too. Instantly catchy. I can't wait for Shovel Knight 2, Shovel Harder. Okay, so guys, check this out. Let me show you some basic mechanics of Shovel Knight. Alright, you got Shovel Knight here, right? His weapon is a shovel. Alright? And if you press the gear button, you can see it's Shovel Blade. This unusual weapon requires great skill to master. Stalwart plate, your original armor, simple but sturdy. I'm assuming you can upgrade armor. Relics are sub-weapons and other things like potions. So I've only seen 2 so far. So check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not too shabby. Plus a bunch of other little random things that you can collect. Your basic controls are you have the shovel attack, like that, and then you have my favorite move from Zelda 2, guys. Down thrust. You can use the shovel in a variety of different ways to dispatch enemies and to fuck them in the face. I mean, I love that. You know, Cranky Kong had it. It was in DuckTales. And you can even dig with it. And it's important. You know, it's actually important for platforming elements. You can dig through this, get some treasure. So this is like the tutorial level, like those levels in Mega Man X. You know, the first ones that show you how to do things. Okay, hang on a sec. Won't stay lit. So, check this out. This is a checkpoint, right? One thing I've learned about checkpoints is you can destroy them. Okay, maybe not in the preview level, but in the actual levels you can destroy them, and I think they're gone for the entire time you're on that level. And the cool thing about this is you get money if you destroy it. So if you want some extra money and you're really confident that you can do the level, you can destroy that checkpoint and not go back to it. So, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff to dig. Now, controls are tight. This game was definitely shown a lot of love in the control department. I really don't have any complaints, and I would tell you if I had complaints. I've received promotional copies of games that I've ripped apart. In fact, there was one that I got, I'm not going to say the name of it, that I decided not even to stream. It was so bad. Alas, poor Yorick. So the shovel has some degree of, I don't want to say physics, but you can do some fun stuff with it. I did hit the go live button. I absolutely did. I certainly did hit that button, so it should switch over. I just hit it again. Yeah, so, as I was saying, I will certainly tell you if something sucks. But, whoa. Slimes, Zelda 2. Okay, notice this, guys. When you hit an enemy, watch this. Oh. Well, when you hit an enemy that doesn't die in one hit, you get pushed back very slightly, which lends a bit of weight to your attacks. There it is. You see it? Okay, one thing that you really should be looking for if you're going to play this game, these walls, they're all over the place. There are secrets everywhere, and you have to have a keen eye and a keen sense of where something might be hidden. That was a song, so I can use that with the bard in town, and he'll play me a song. Again, this is a preview. I won't be streaming more than the intro level and a little bit of the world map. Check this out. You can do little combos like that. Now, I don't know if you get more moves. I don't know. I know you do get sub-weapons, which, like Castlevania, you can press up and attack, and it'll use the sub-weapon. But I don't know if you get more shovel moves. I know there's a lot of stuff to buy. There's a lot of stuff to unlock. Right now, the game, in its present form, which is near complete, actually does not have multiplayer battles yet. And there's actually going to be modes where you can play as different characters. There's a lot of stuff planned for this game. But right now, the single player is just about almost, I think it is finished. And the idea is that they will be releasing incremental updates. So you'll get battle mode soon, you'll get other modes, you'll get a bunch of things like that. So I think the game is $15. Any indication on price on platforms? I think it's $15 everywhere. The 3DS mode, the 3DS version has a specific game mode for Street Pass. The Wii U version has Miiverse implementation. So I think most platforms have a little something unique going for them. Apparently the game has a lot of content. So you may be wondering, like, 15, is that too much? Well, there's 8 bosses, like a Mega Man game, right? So Mega Man takes a while to beat, but it's just choose a boss, fight boss, and that's it. This game has a world map, like Mario 3, where enemies can randomly appear, and you have to fight them. There's quests to do, there's a ton of shit to buy, there's a ton of shit to unlock, like I said, and there's going to be future updates. There's a secret. So, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, we'll see how it goes. When I stream the game in full, I'll let you know if the 15 was worth it. But for now, from what I can see, it seems like a pretty fair asking price. Now, I might, don't hold me to this, guys, I might try to get one of those developers to maybe talk on Skype a little bit about development for, you know, half hour. One of the guys that I spoke to, he seemed really enthusiastic about me streaming this. So, I know they're busy, and I know this game gets a lot of attention, but I'm going to try my damnedest to just, not an interview, just to, like, a little chat. We'll have a chat while I play the game. You can answer your questions, and we can talk about some of the aesthetic choices and some other things. Again, it's just a thought right now, that's all it is, so don't hold me to it. For gameplay, I would say a good way to gauge the game is it's a mix of Mega Man, Zelda 2, and Mario 3's world map. And that's a hell of a combination, if you ask me. Even those green slimes remind me of Zelda 2. It's beautiful. I just love Zelda 2 so fucking much. See, some people might not think to go this way. There's no indication really to go that way. I mean, most of us would probably be like, oh. But some people might gloss it over. So you gotta check everywhere. You always have to keep an eye out for things. I'm using, okay, my controller. I'm using a Wii Classic controller. I have the adapter, the Wii Dual Box. Now, I have to say, some games do not have this, like, controller supported, and that makes me sad because I love the adapter. I love the controller. I'm using the Classic Controller Pro. And a lot of games that have controller support do not support this controller. And, like, you have to figure out a way, like, using Joy to Key or Motion and Joy to, like, make it work. This game is 100% compatible with it right out the gate. In fact, I had to change no settings whatsoever. It just worked, and I was really happy about that. So I'm going to skip the story. Like I said, you guys are going to have to either watch my stream of it, or you're going to have to check it out yourself. So just wait a few more days. Anyway, this is the first boss. He's like a little tutorial boss. He's got like one of those Kefka laughs. Now later on, you'll get sub-weapons that you can throw at him from afar. Some sub-weapons bounce a bit, some sub-weapons go in a straight line. I don't know what the rest of them do. I've only unlocked those two. So when you complete a level, you get like a little campfire scene. story. Sorry, you're gonna have to wait to figure out who that is. So then you wake up Shovel Knight. Just a little detail I like is only you can prevent forest fires and get money in the process. So here's how the world map works. This is the first part of the world map. Alright, you're given some options here. You can even go back to the preview level and collect some more gold if you want. But, you know, there's really no point to do that. Unless you really want more gold. I'll show you a bit of the village, but I won't spoil anything. Okay, so up here, this is a boss right here, that top one, that's King Knight. I don't know what the bottom one is, I forgot. And those two things on the right, those are keys. When you beat the levels, the areas unlock, just like Mario 3. And as you can see, the map is full of random little spots that you can visit. You know, the town, again, this is very Zelda 2. You can stop by and look, people walking by like Zelda 2. This knight's snobbish about my weapon choice. Attention horse is here. Look, there he is. So you have access to, you know, stuff you can buy. Down here is more stuff you can buy. People to talk to. Potions. I mean, there's so much stuff you can do in this game, just in this one town. And then you're granted access to various, you know, locations. So like I was saying, Mega Man, you can choose any of the 8 bosses from the start. This game ramps up the difficulty incrementally. So, for example, King Knight and Spectre Knight are going to be easier than the next 2, and then the next 2, and then the next 2, and then of course the final. So you do get a bit of a choice, and while you're doing this, say you complete this level, an enemy might appear here, and then you can go in his level and beat him up and get points and money and shit. So when you defeat Spectre Knight, you can head down there. And then as you defeat more knights, more of the map is revealed. So that's Shovel Knight. And, you know, here's the achievements. Every game's gotta have these days. You know, a lot of... You got options, you know, obviously. So, yeah, all I can say is this game so far has impressed me. I defeated King Knight on my own just to check out the boss and to see how it worked out. And I was very satisfied. So, come back on the 26th if you want to see more of this. I definitely think it's going to be a fun stream. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to finally get past some of the other areas. So I'm probably going to do that intro level again, and we'll check out the story. So on the 26th, be here. More Shovel Knight. All right. Now we're going to do Mario Kart. For people who are arguing about the graphics, I understand the retro style may not appeal to some people. I totally get it. Everyone's like, oh, indie games and their retro graphic bullshit. Some people feel that way, and listen, I get it. Some people would consider it lazy. Some people would say, oh, it's really easy to make a game that looks like this. But in a way, they packed this game with a lot of content, and they made the graphics look like an NES game. It actually uses a slightly expanded palette from the NES, and of course it doesn't freeze when you have like 5 enemies on the screen, so there's that. But yeah, I mean, that was the aesthetic design to make it look like an NES game. It wasn't like they just got lazy about it. The artwork is beautiful. They did do a good job at emulating that style. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I mean, that's fine. That's your opinion, and I can respect that, but I think it looks cool, and I understand the decision to do so. So, you know, it's up to you, really. But I can tell you, if the game If the gameplay looks good, you might be missing out if you don't like the graphical style. So that's kind of how I feel about that. I wouldn't deprive myself of a game experience that looks all right just because you don't like the graphics. But